What's up, YouTube? I'm King Shanks, this is Droid's Finest, and I am back with Overlive, part 47. Let's get into this right away, no time to waste. Now, let's head back out to the rest stop, which is where I was. Get on in there. There's still so much more for me to find and explore. It's insanity, I tell you. Wishful thinking. While exploring one of the underground facilities experiments, you come across a cryogenic medical transport container labeled test cure. Could it be? Nervous with anticipation, you pop open the lid in the container and it explodes in your face. You've already seen that this place is full of booby traps. What did you expect? Thanks, dick. Fight. Yeah, I am strong now. Strong enough to take on anything. Oh my god. Okay, put my face. You enter what appears to be a large utility room and are immediately besieged by zombies. After a brief struggle, you do a quick search of the area. Under some spare coats in the corner, you're startled to find the decomposing corpse of what must have been a custodian. He holds a toolbox in his lap, which you root through to discover a large adjustable wrench. This will come in handy if you ever need to disassemble any mechanical equipment. There are some other interesting things to explore at the back of the room. So what did that open? Okay, so that opened one of these two. So electronic safe. Concealed behind some beakers in the utility room, you discover an impenetrable looking electronic safe. Pick it open. Well, that wasn't that hard. You push the beakers aside and attempt to pick open the safe. It takes a while, but you eventually manage to crack it open. Inside you discover several vials of experimental medicine and some prototype ammunition. Cool. Don't mind if I take that. Unusual graffiti. The rest station's walls are conspicuously devoid of the standard graffiti that now covers most of the city. You do, however, notice that on the pavement near the back of the building, a 20 by 40 rectangle has been drawn in yellow paint. Inside the box, someone has also used the paint to write out a complicated math equation which appears to calculate some sort of a trajectory. Okay. Cairo storage. You notice that a panel on the floor of the utility room seems to have been lifted recently, and you pull it up, revealing a cryogenic storage box. You lug the box out of its hiding place and examine it. The lid is sealed with a heavy-duty lock. Get open. No problem for me. You hunker down and attempt to pick the lock. It takes a while, but you finally manage to get it open. Inside, you find a number of unlabeled test tubes containing a bright blue liquid. You also find what appears to be an animal fetus preserved in formaldehyde. Gross. You're telling me. God. Fight. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Okay, I found something. You wander into what must be the facility's staff kitchen and are immediately surrounded by lab coat wearing zombies. You search the room and are excited to discover a state-of-the-art coffee maker. You quickly make room for it in your bag. It won't kill any zombies, but it'll sure make getting up in the morning a lot more tolerable. Cool. Blast it, Martin. You open the door of the kitchen's cold room and spot a group of zombies congregated around a chair containing a pair of disembodied legs. Oh, God. The walls are splattered with blood and intestines. Looks as though someone decided to blow himself up. You could investigate, but those zombies look tough. I'm going in. Don't fuck with me. Oh, hi. Well, here, how about this? Again, they weren't that tough. Not for me. Ah, it's so good. Oh, great. Your curiosity gets the better of you, and you decide you need to check it out. The fight is long and difficult, but eventually you emerge victorious. You grimace as you stick your hand into your pants pockets. Into the pants pocket of the legs, and root around. You pull out a cell phone that miraculously still works, and when you turn it on, you're dismayed to find that the language is set to Hungarian. You manage to navigate your way to the texts, where you find a string of increasingly angry messages decrying the phone's owner for always being late. It appears he was a programmer for a zombie survival role-playing game. His boss seems like a douche. Guess he couldn't take the pressure. At least he went out with a bang. You vow to avenge him if you ever have the opportunity. Is that actually a thing? Can I get revenge on the creators of the game? I wonder. While exploring the underground facility, you notice a small opening in the wall that you think your hand will fit inside. Never one to turn down an opportunity, you plunge your arm into a random hole. You grit your teeth and dig in. You pull out a leather pouch of syringes, vitamins, and antibiotics. While exploring the woman's bathroom, you hear footsteps approaching you. You quickly duck into one of the stalls and close the door. A large group of zombies enter the room, and the leader of the pack approaches your hiding spot. You hear him sniff around for a moment, and then let out a loud groan. He quickly shuffles out of the room, and his gang follows suit. Maybe dousing yourself with those disgusting pheromones at the hospital wasn't such a dumb idea after all. Well, thanks. Happy to be smart. In a small room off the side of the rest station, you discover a shrine surrounded by flickering candles. When you move in for a closer look, you're shocked to discover that the framed picture at the center of the shrine depicts you standing in the middle of the TV station from downtown. Oh, God. Guess someone saw your accidental broadcast after all. You collect the generous offerings of food that have been placed at the foot of the shrine there for you, after all. Creepy. Yeah, you don't need to tell me that again. Jeez. Okay, so that's that for in there for now. So let's go to the barricaded highway. At the end of the highway lies the barricade of a huge defenses erected by the military to prevent the infection from leaving the city. Hundreds of corpses and mortar craters serve as a warning to turn back. I'll just keep going. There's not as much to do here, okay. Oh, God. As you move closer to the barricaded's massive wall, you realize that what you assume to be sandbags are actually piles of rotting corpses. They're mostly civilians, but a few of them are clad in Slavic uniforms. The wall seems to go on for miles, and thousands of zombies lurk along its edges, likely victims of the mass exodus. Surveying the area, you notice that there are 3 distinct pathways winding around the barricade's perimeter. You'll probably have to clear out all 3 of them before you can make it to the main Slavis garrison, but maybe you can also weaken the barricade wall in the process. Or maybe. How come I have 4 options if there's only 3? Whatever. Vandalized sign. The outer perimeter of the barricade is littered with ominous signs warning pedestrians to turn around and warning that Slavis has been ordered to shoot any trespassers on sight. You notice that one of the signs has been spray painted over in extremely neat cursive handwriting. It says, "Forgive them, they know not what they do." Okay. Oh, here we go. Now I have the option. You duck behind an overturned pickup truck. Weigh your options for infiltrating the barricade security gate. The path on the right is protected by several ominous-looking turrets and littered with thick packs of zombies. The middle is guarded by tougher-looking zombies, but they spread more thinly. The left path is heavily congested with zombies, but there appears to be a sealed-off drainage tunnel nearby that may allow you to bypass some of them. Well, I want to go to the one with the turrets, because didn't I turn on the turrets to shoot at Slavis, not me? I did, so we're going right. Using your remote satellite uplink, you remotely access the turrets and turn them on the undead. You watch as scores of unsuspecting zombies are shredded by a hail of bullets. The right path is now clear. Cool. Let's go that way. They're everywhere. Okay. You stay low and keep moving down the right path. Up ahead, scores of zombies block your way. There's no way around them. You're gonna have to fight your way through. Snipe them. That didn't seem to work, so I gotta fight them. I probably killed some of them, but whatever. You pull out your gun and begin rapidly picking off zombies with perfect aim. You manage to take out a substantial portion of the horde before the rest of them could reach you. You keep moving down the path until you reach what appears to be the barricade's power station. The small building is completely shrouded by zombies and Slavis mercs. An old friend. While contemplating the best way to break through the enemy forces, you hear a faint whistle emanate from behind a pile of wrecked cars nearby. You cautiously make your way towards the sound to discover Ian. He gives you an excited hug and proclaims that he knew you were the chosen one. He then hands you a leather pouch full of ammo supplies and tells you that he'll cover you if you want to make a run for the power station. Anything else open? No. Okay, so let's keep moving. Another warning. Stenciled in green on the side of a blown-out bunker a few hundred feet up from the barricade, you spot Norsborough's symbol. Underneath the symbol are the words, the straightest route is rarely the best. Choose your path wisely. Okay. Insubordination. You spot a crumpled piece of ERF stationery sticking out from under some rubble. You pick it up and quickly read it. It details the authorized execution of several Slavish soldiers for insubordination and suggests that the airborne inoculations seem to wear off faster than the intravenous method of delivery. The letter requests that the dosage be increased for the soldiers on the front lines as they appear to be prone to violent outbursts when not properly medicated. You toss it back to the ground and curse the ERF underneath your breath. Okay, so that's it for this area for now, but if I check out where to begin again, I already went right. Now I can go middle and left, so let's try those. I'm gonna do this before I end my episode, because why not? I'll just go right until this tells me to go home. You spray yourself with a can of thermal suppressant and cautiously proceed towards the middle path. It's a nerve-wracking trek, but the suppressant does its job and you manage to sneak by unnoticed. The middle path is now available. Okay. Endless undead. You advance towards the left path. Up ahead, and several packs of zombies. Up ahead are several packs of zombies obstructing your way. It doesn't look like you'll be able to sneak by. You'll have to fight them. Spray them up! That didn't work. Come on, get in range already, buddy. There we go. You sprayed the crowd with bullets. You thin out the pack substantially before the rest reach you. You grit your teeth and took them on. So, Raptured water main. At the end of the left path, you discover a pump house, which you assume controls the barricade's underground water supply. The building is heavily guarded by a terrifying mix of zombies and Slavish mercs. Gunslinger Justin. Okay, let's try that. That did something for me, I guess. You're about to charge at the enemy forces surrounding the pump house when a strong hand grabs your arm and yanks you behind a pile of debris. It's Justin Chow, the guy you saved from the rest station. He looks much stronger than he did the last time you saw him. In fact, he's even a bit menacing. He claps you on your shoulder and tells you he's glad to see you, and then hands you a boat bag full of supplies. A gunslinger always keeps his word, he declares. Now, if you're planning to break into the pump house, you're going to need a distraction. I owe you one. Okay. So back to where to begin. And now I'll go left. You sneak over the sealed drainage ditch and use your welding kit to open it up. You slip into the nasty smelling water and bypass the zombies guarding the path. Emerging from the disgusting ditch, you brush yourself off and take a deep breath. The left path is now available. Undead horde. You cautiously venture down the middle path towards the barricade security gate. Up ahead is a massive horde of zombies blocking your way. There's no way around them. You're going to have to fight your way through. Snipe! Uh-oh. Not bad. Not bad. Now let me guess. I'm going to run into somebody else that I know that's going to say, hey, look, I'm going to help you. Right? Finding high ground. You begin sniping the zombies with expert precision. You manage to bring down a substantial portion of the horde before the rest could reach you. Watch, I know I'm right. I'm going to find another person. Yeah, okay. As you near the steel security gate that marks the final bottleneck before the barricade, you see that the area is being patrolled by scores of enemies. There is no way to possibly avoid these guards. You're going to have to fight your way through. Crazy coincidence! You're about to charge into the fray when you feel a pebble bounce off the back of your head. You veer around to see Crazy Dave crouched down behind a burned-out camper, waving you over. You sneak over to him, and he gives you an excited punch on the arm. I was worried I wouldn't get a chance to thank you, he says with a massive grin on his face. He pulls back a nearby trap to reveal a huge stockpile of explosives, and he hands you several. He licks his lips in anticipation and tells you he'd be happy to take out some of the guards surrounding the gate. So, now what if I opening the gate? Okay, so now I'm going to do that in the next episode, though. I'm going to do this all in the next episode. Actually, let's do I'll do it right now, screw it. Dave the Destroyer. Now it's going to tell me to go home. I'll come back in the next episode, though. Because I want to find out what's going on here. Crazy Dave begins lobbing grenades at several Slavis guards, taking out a huge numbers with every toss. He crackles with delight with every explosion. You head for the gate and deal with a few scattered enemies along the way. As Dave's blasts wipe out the last of the enemy's forces, he plants some explosives he gave you along the gate's edges, scurry back to cover. The blast throws the gate open, and Crazy Dave begins laughing maniacally. He hands you a few more explosives, then gathers up the rest and runs off into the night, still crackling. What a nutball. Okay, so now I gotta go home. So I'll end my episode here. I'll come right back to the barricade in the next episode. Let me rest. Alright then. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Stay tuned and I'll see you soon. Peace!